Good evening. Welcome to
Hi.
the Pathwaves Live on Facebook.
Welcome, Facebook. How are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm fantastic. How are you? It's so nice to see you.
I'm excited to do this with you guys because you guys have been such a great help. So it's the least I can do. I am your number one fan. You guys totally changed my life. My business was booming like after I went to see you in only 4 sessions. And what I wanted to do is I want you to explain exactly what is Pathwaves, where are you guys located, and how does it work? But in very simple terms, for the people that are watching us.
Well, at Pathwaves, we elevate cognitive performance to a higher level so that we can live from a higher plane of basically of consciousness or humanity, so that our fears and our anxieties and our animal instincts aren't in charge of how we live our lives. And we do that by integrating neurotechnology. You know, it's 2020. We got great technology. And that and mindfulness techniques
And
and
explain a
performance
little bit
improvement.
how you do that is through like these little wires, right? And the first time they explained it to me, I was like, that sounds a little weird.
Oh, we're
Oh,
using,
too. So I was like, I don't know. But then I got hooked on it, and after the first session, I was like, oh my god, I want to be here every day. So go ahead.
so yeah, we're using neurotechnology. We put little sensors on the scalp, and the
Uh-huh.
sensors can record your brainwave activity. So it's how your nervous system is coming in and out of your brain.
Right.
And then we give you headphones and we assign a digital tone to each level of your mind of how your nervous system's functioning.
Right. And time out. That music that we're listening to, when you go to Pathways for the first time, you guys do like, what is it called? Like a
We,
study or like a diagnosis where the
well, we don't
people,
do a diagnosis, we do an
not a
assessment.
diagnosis, but you guys, I remember that I listened to different types of tones,
Yep.
and then I picked the ones that I like the most, that soothed me the most. So every single person has like a different music that they listen to or tones that they listen to when they go to their sessions, right?
Right.
It's
Yeah,
not
you can
always the
choose
same.
different ones.
Right.
However, the tonal pattern that you hear is actually like the music of your mind because we're
Okay.
mirroring back the energy that you're creating. So the way your think patterns are, we're giving you a musical pattern that equals that. And then
Right.
our system plays a pattern that's calmer than yours if we're doing calmness. If we're doing
Right.
focus, if we're doing abundance, there's
And
different patterns that we,
you're measuring each brainwave as we're listening to that music, right? So at
right.
the end, it's very cool because you guys would come in and say, "Oh, congratulations, you're really chill," like at the end of each exercise.
Right. And we keep, we monitor and we analyze those patterns. So what
Right.
we've really developed is a whole lesson plan on how to get in charge of how you function so that you can create the life of your dreams inside first
Mm-hmm.
and then manifest it in your life.
Right.
And so we're teaching tools and techniques to entrain your nervous system to create those patterns for you. And
Right.
the technology actually records it all. So in between each session, I can analyze it and see if you're progressing the way
Yeah.
that we've planned.
It's
And then
incredible.
talk like
You guys have to go to Pathwaves. It's mind blowing because after the first session, you feel so much better. Like when you get in the car, and I really can't explain it in detail, but the people that work for you are so professional and they know how to guide the exercise like step by step. And the minute you leave, you just feel like, and
they're your personal trainers for creating the
yeah,
mindset of your dreams.
right,
It's
right.
yes. And so you get to practice it. And with the neurotechnology, the way we're looping it back through the tones,
Mm-hmm.
one session with us is like practicing it for 90 days on your own.
Did you hear
That's
that?
the power.
Listen, guys, listen to what he just said. One session of Pathwaves is equal to 90 days of deep, intense meditation. And
Exactly.
I swear, I want to say this is not like a paid sponsorship. I'm not getting any money for this. I'm just doing this out of the kindness of my heart because I'm so grateful. I had to throw that out there. You didn't ask me to do it, but I had to because people would probably be like, oh, yeah, right. They probably paid her to say this, or to do this live. No, not at all.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. We love what we do every week. We have people coming in and having life-changing results. It's an awesome feeling, and I'm so glad that you're sharing your experience.
Live. Sorry, guys. Okay. All right. I wanted you also to explain that this is for anything that you're feeling. Like you even have, little kids going to Pathwaves. You have people in the military going to Pathwaves. You have people with depression, people that can't sleep well at night, people with a lot of anxiety. Like when I went to you, I've always been very standoffish about taking depression medication. And I don't think people should be dependent on it. I'm not a doctor though. I'm just saying in my personal opinion. And I was hitting menopause, and that when women hit menopause, and I'm saying it out here for the first time, you guys, this is an exclusive, the hormones are not the same. They kind of go out of whack. So you start feeling blue out of nowhere. And it's kind of weird because you say, wow, I'm healthy. My family's doing great. I have a nice home. I'm very happy. I have great friends. I have a good career. And then out of nowhere, you start feeling a little bit out of whack when you hit menopause, right? I'm not sure if it happens to men also, when they hit their mid-40s, early 50s. And exercising a lot has always released a lot of endorphins for me. And it's always made me feel okay. Like I'm feeling a little bit down. Okay, I have to kick in and do a little bit more cardio. But that wasn't working anymore, right? And then I found you guys, and you guys really helped me. So I just wanted you to touch upon that too, that, it's not just for depression. It could also be for anxiety. It can also help women that are in the hormonal change, children, for different types of people.
Yes. The nervous system uses hormones to create the electrical patterns that we were talking about that run everything. And so when there's a big change in our lives, like menopause, then, everything gets out of whack. And what our system does is help your nervous system kind of rebalance and recalibrate itself so it can work well, on its own again. And for kids, a lot of times they have an event or multiple events. A lot of times that happens from the vaccinations and different things in their lives. And then they get really, really, they don't know it, but their nervous system is really, really hyper vigilant for more trouble, more events.
Right.
And that causes a lot of children's issues. But yeah, we've helped kids down to 2 years of age. And
that's beautiful.
Yeah,
and you train and you guide the parents while the children are there in their sessions also, right?
In our kids program, we also include, for no additional charge, sessions for the parents.
Oh, really?
So they can fully understand what the child's going through, and then at home further the meditative side of it. And so we teach them
the workout. You have to do it at home too. You can't just go to Pathways, right? You have to do your homework,
right? Which is not tough. You spend a few minutes meditating and self-directing. I want to be happy. I want to create happy energy, or I want to be focused, or I want to create financial abundance in my life, or whatever you're working on. We are a cognitive performance company, so you don't have to have a sleep or depression issue. You get to come in and just elevate how you function. Exactly. Which is a big part of why you came. So.
Exactly. I launched my own skincare line about 2.5 years ago, and the beginning was really hard, just like, any other business, at the beginning, it's not as successful. And I wasn't feeling great about it, even though I was getting a lot of promotion. I was coming out in a lot of the magazines, the press really did help me out a lot. They supported me, but the sales weren't really booming. And I swear, the day I went the first time, and I went like for 2 or 3 sessions in a row before I left to LA, it was life-changing. I didn't have any stress, no anxiety. I hit the floor running in LA. LA's a really competitive town, and I had so much energy. Like, I didn't need as many hours of sleep, and it was all thanks to you guys, and also because I did my homework. At home. And whenever I felt a little stressed out, I would just learn how to breathe. The technique you teach us to 4, 5, 6, and then release. I do that
Yep.
on a daily basis, and
Good.
it really helps. And also, I want you to touch upon athletes. Athletes can also benefit from this if you do any type of sports.
Of course, we're helping you have less anxiety, be more focused, sleep better. And actually, in sports, and we've helped all sorts of athletes raise to higher levels of achievement. We're helping the body oxygenate higher levels of oxygen. So now you can
Really?
move faster and you can sustain and perform longer. So yeah, we've helped all sorts of athletes. They say it's like I get to be in the zone before I even have to be in the zone. And
That's
I'm
amazing.
right on point.
I'm so grateful for you guys. Everybody, you should really, 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 inquire more about Pathwaves. You guys are located in downtown Miami, right?
Yeah, we're on the University of Miami Medical Campus, right by Jackson, in the University of Miami Life Sciences building.
It's a
And
beautiful building, by the way. There's always plenty of parking.
security and
Yeah,
safe.
security. It's very safe. I, as a woman,
Follow
don't feel comfortable driving around by myself at night anywhere in Miami, but I do feel safe going to
and
your.
to come into the building. Everybody has the temperature taken. We have a on-location COVID testing center. Everybody wears masks, even though I'm in the office, so I don't have to wear one now. But yeah, and we're everything is sanitized every night, every day, in between every patient, every client. So we're 100% safe as far as those kinds of issues. And what you do here lowers your anxiety and stress, so it improves your immune system.
Mhm.
So we even help you fight off COVID even when you're not here.
Really?
Yes, yes.
Oh my God, I have to go back.
Well, you're welcome always. We love to see you.
Thank you. So I wanted to know that we mentioned COVID. I wanted to also share, and I'm sure that a lot of people, felt like I did at one point. This has been really hard because not to see my immediate family members for so many months, especially like not hugging my mom, not hugging my grandfather, just being in the house with my daughter and having our groceries delivered and just, living in fear, it does take its toll on the heart, on your psyche, just on your energy level overall. And so what I learned with you guys, I've applied, and it's helped me relax at times where I feel like, oh my gosh, I can't take it anymore. What's going to happen in the world tomorrow? And then I remember what you taught me. Inwa, INHWA, right? Is it like that? I have nothing to worry about.
Yes, I have nothing to worry about, and that's for survival reasons, right?
Yeah, and I'm always like with Gabby, come on, Inwa, Inwa, Inwa. And it's true what you always tell me. Half of the stuff or more that we worry about never really happens. We work ourselves up about it, and it doesn't really, happen, thank God. But we need to learn to control all that, and it's really not that hard to do once you have all the skills, that Pathwaves teaches people. So these COVID times have been really, really difficult, and I wanted you to explain a little bit further, about the people that have gone to Pathwaves, the different problems they've had. They've been suicidal or just extremely depressed. I know 2 people that committed suicide since this whole COVID thing started.
Wow, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, me too.
They say that suicide is up like 4,000%. So it's a real issue.
Yeah.
At Pathwaves, we help alleviate all of the precursors to that. And some of the base techniques that you're talking about, people can use right now. You breathe into the count of 3, you hold your breath for 3, you breathe out for the count of 3. You say to yourself, I have nothing to worry about. And you were talking about how what we worry about, most of it doesn't happen. What a great technique is to focus on what we can create in our lives and ourselves to be able to thrive instead of just survive. If you're always worried about what's happening, all you're doing is surviving. And that's such a powerful message that you're giving. And I really appreciate that.
It's true. It's true.
It is true.
And every single person, I'm sorry, I'm getting a message here. I'm going to press later. Every single person should go to Pathwaves, because even if you're feeling okay, you know, like, and your life is perfect, you still need that boost, you know. And like you said, I had no idea it also helps the immunity, and it just teaches you for when you are faced with those stressful situations, which we all are faced with stressful situations on a daily basis. It could be that someone cuts you off, you know, or someone almost crashes into you, or you get some bad news. We have to learn how to deal with that. And I feel like life nowadays is way more stressful than it was 25 years ago or 30 years ago. And you guys have really helped me, you know, with all the exercises. And my favorite one is the one where, because we also, like, we have a lot of baggage, like we don't forgive ourselves for things that have happened in the past, and we replay the story over and over again. I should have done this, why didn't I do this? Or, oh my god, why did this person do this to me? And then there's an exercise that I love, which is the one that you go through every room and you picture the person and then you tell them what they did, and then you go to the next person and the next person. I had like 50 people that did me wrong. And then at the end, you just put them like in the trash chute or like in the chimney, and it burns. And oh my God, it's a weight lifted off. You have no idea. I thank you for that. Really, God bless you guys, because I'm gonna get teary-eyed because I forgave everyone and I forgave myself for mistakes that I made in the past. You know, and it's beautiful. This is all happy stuff, you know.
Right, right. Well, you're talking about cleaning house, this house inside of us.
We have to clean house. And so we
Exactly.
could explain a little more about that.
Well, that's what we do is we have you go through anything, and we can see it in the brainwaves that you have events of your past or resentments or things you're angry about in your past that are bothering you today.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and now it's time to live and not be burdened by all of the events of the past. So we teach a technique to go through that rooms of the house, to clean the house inside, and to get rid of all of those, you know, past events, so that we can be fully present and be able to focus on whatever is important to us today, and hold on to the lessons of the past,
right?
And then be able to move forward and use those lessons forward, but not have the emotions bother us or really take away our energetic resources, so that, you know, to apply them to our current relationships or, you know, anything else that we want to be involved with.
Yeah. And I don't know, it's just amazing. I love you guys. Thank you for existing. I
love you too.
I'm so blessed that I found you guys, really. And another one of my favorite exercises, Naji's one of the personal trainers there. I love him. He's amazing. He's always so happy and giddy. We did one where he was like, remember the happiest part of your life, you know, just remember that time and just close your eyes and feel it, like in every single cell of your body, every single organ. And oh my God, I remembered when I was in my early 20s with my friends, just going clubbing and having fun and just dancing. And it was all good, clean fun, and how excited we would get, you know, to get together and go out. And you really do feel it. Like, you guys take every single person and really take them to that level, and you really do remember those moments.
And then you're creating the energy, the same energy of the moment.
And I still do it today. Like, if I don't feel good, I just close my eyes and I remember that, or the minute my daughter was born, which was also like the happiest moment in time of my life. And then I'm just filled with pure joy. And then that just, you know, that just resonates in every single part of my life, you know, my relationship with my mom, with my daughter, or, you know, with my clients. So thank you again.
Always a pleasure. We love going through the journey with everybody we get to go through this journey with. You know, it's always an amazing journey to watch people just shed all the difficulties of the past, get into the present, be able to create that abundant and joyful energy that we get to do. And it's just, you know, and you did it amazingly well. You know, it was really nice to watch you.
I can't wait to go back, though. I need more work. You know, I haven't been there since before COVID hit. I think since February, but I promise I'm gonna go soon. I'm gonna go.
Yes.
I miss
it's good
you
to keep. Yeah, it's also good to keep coming back, because once you get those 6-pack abs mentally, you want to keep them. So you got to keep hitting the mind gym.
Yeah.
Come into our mind gym and hit that.
I wanted to talk about one more exercise that I do all the time at home, and it's the one where you guide the person, and then, by the way, guys, what they do is they guide you in each exercise, and then they walk out of the room, and you're in there alone. There's no one else in there. It's a very comfy couch, with the music that your brain chose. And I think it's sometimes 6-minute, 8-minute exercises. They're all different. And so they leave you in there, and they tell you to imagine a light going through every single cell of your body. And I actually can feel it. And I imagine that it's God just touching every single cell, every single organ, healing everything, my bones, my back. I have back issues. And by the time I finish the exercise and I leave, my back doesn't hurt. It's just incredible, the power of the mind, and the level that you can take each person's mind to is really mind blowing. Like, every single person should be going to Pathwaves. And like I said, even if they think their life is perfect, no one's life is perfect. There's always things from the past that you may not even realize until Geoff tells you when he analyzes the brainwaves. Hey, guess what? Around this age, and you're like, huh? Oh my God, yes! How did you know? And you're not even telling them. This is not like going to therapy where you have to tell people specific things that happened to you in your life. They just kind of know, oh, okay, so probably at this age some dramatic event happened, and then they can totally tell. I don't know if you can tell what it is or not, but they help you and they guide you through it, and you peel. It's like peeling layers off an onion, and you walk out and you breathe and you're happy again.
And you get to create the patterns that you want. So it's not just clearing, it's also creating positive, effective, happier, more focused, patterns to be able to create and be more. We also help people find their purpose and create their energy synonymous with that purpose so that they can carry it forward. So these are all, we have lots and lots of possibilities. So.
You can help everyone. People with depression, people with anxiety, people that have problems sleeping, athletes, business people that just want to be on their A game, like me with my skincare is booming. So thank you so much. And so my personal life is too. I'm sleeping well at night. So I don't even know what else to say. You guys have been a lifesaver for so many people. I know you really helped my friend Ana Margarita, and you've helped thousands of people. I just want more people to really just try Pathwaves, go for 2 or 3 sessions, right? And see how you feel afterwards. And believe me, you'll get addicted, and it's totally worth it.
Well, thank you very much. And I love how you have my initials behind you.
I'm sorry?
I love how you have my initials behind you.
Oh, that's a coincidence.
Oh, you mean it's not for me?
You know what? Oh, yeah, it's for you.
Yeah. It's not Gabby. It's not Gabby Cataño. No. It's G.
This is her glam room. This is her glam room. Look how messy it is. That's the other side.
Oh my! It's ready to go.
Yeah.
Well, that part looks great.
Anyway, coincidence.
As always, a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for existing. I love you guys, and God bless you all. And I hope to see you very soon.
All right. Me too. It's my pleasure. And hopefully we can help the world be a love-based place. So come join us.
Where can they get more information about
pathwaveslife.com is our website. We're also on social media. They can also, call the office at 305-858-6616.
Can you say it one more time? Can you say the phone number one more time?
305-858-6616. So I want to say a shout out to everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Thank you, Adriana. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
Same here. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to get out of here.